I've been drinking, I've been drinking. I get so filthy when that liquor get into me. I've been thinking, I've been thinking.
No.
Why can't I keep my fingers off it, baby? I want you, na na. Why can't I keep my fingers off it, baby? I want you,
na na.
Dracula. Ooh, I'm so drunk I've been thinking, nigga. So, Beyonce did that crazy track, which went ballistic on the internet. And with that special bob that we'd done the last time with Priyanka, I thought let's rework that bob into something more grungy. Threw some sea salt spray in it, threw some hair gel in it, and just took off all the pins, and it looks great. And I thought, why not take this into the Crazy in Love tutorial? So for all of you who want to know how to look sexy in a bikini, with something thrown on, of course, in India, and you're going to go out, you want that bronze thing, you want to do a little dance for your special someone, this is how you do it.
Just throw some Beyoncé love right here.
Like I always say, the start to perfect makeup is always good hydrated skin. This time I went up to Rishikesh and I found at the airport over there, I found this moisturizer, which is really, really fantastic. I've been using it for almost 3 weeks now, loving it. It's called Ananda of the Himalayas. This is made in India. It's from Ananda Spa, which is one of the best spas in the world, really.
Yes.
So this moisturizer is very light. It's for oily skin. It does say avoid if pregnant. So I'm going to take some of this moisturizer and load it up on Priyanka's skin.
Oh, it smells great.
I know.
Oh my God.
It's a holy basil and juniper. I'm going to spend a good minute pushing this into the skin. Now, some recent finds of mine include the Sensei Bronzing Gel with a little bit of SPF 6 in it. This is in the shade Copper Bronze. I'm going to put this with my hands. So a little bit of this mixed with Guerlain's, if that's how you pronounce it, Lingerie de Peu, that is, liquid foundation in the number 24. So I'm going to mix it in the palm of my hand. I have sanitized my hands. I'm going to rub that onto the skin right here. And now I'm going to take my Real Techniques buffing brush and just buff that into the skin. So you can see the color is quite perfect for Priyanka. Do you wear bronzers?
I do, but I'm very careful of bronzers because the sheen quality sometimes bounces the light.
And you're being photographed.
And I have high cheekbones. So I have to be very careful about what kind of highlighter or bronzer I use.
There you go, that's a good tip. I'm then going to go in with this concealer by NARS in the shade Biscuit. Very little over here and over here. I don't want the skin to look too cleaned up, so I'm just concentrating on those two spots with another Real Techniques concealer brush. Blend that into the inner corners of the face, so it just brightens up. The next thing we're going to do is directly throw on some dirt around the eyes. We want this to last through all of the sweat and grime and dance and sexiness. So going in with a paint pot by MAC called Idyllic. It's a maroony sort of thing. If you want to put it with your fingers, use your fingers. I'm using a synthetic rounded brush. Just slap that on the lid very haphazardly. You don't have to go too high up to the brow bone. You can stop somewhere near the crease, just randomly, you see? Don't intellectualize the way you're doing this, just slap it on there. Now this cream paint pot is crease proof and sort of smudge proof. So I'm going to layer it on with this dark brown, but it's a very warm brown. It's got a lot of red in it, by Smashbox. This palette is called Flash and the color is called Plum. So we're going to go in with that little plummy and same brush. Okay, that plum, dust off the excess. Close her eyes and just throw that right over this, all over again. See what I've done? Just blending that. Blend, 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 blend the outside, soften the edges. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the under eyes, taking a smudger brush right there, but I'm not going in all the way till the ends because I want to put a lighter gold later on and make that pop a little bit. Remember that brush we used for the top? I've not cleaned it or anything. Just going to pick a little bit of this plum and run this, look up please, because we want this to look smudgy like a Shehnaz Hussain sort of effect. What this is going to do, you see how it softens that whole line? It's grungy, it's sexy, it's very lived in. Now if you have a very deep socketed eye or you have very dark circles, you might want to skip on this step, but it will still look just as sexy. What I'm going to do next is take this Kajal pencil by Bourjois. It's been sharpened. It's a black. So we're just going to go from one end to the other and back. Or as Indian women do, keep it here like that. Indian women do that. They just go, even in moving trains.
I do it all the time.
Bengali women. You're Bengali! Yeah, Bengali women love that. Now that's as much kajal as I want. I'm going to fill in the brows next. This is what I use. It's Bobbi Brown mahogany eyebrow pencil. It's a very soft greyish brown. So I'm just going to draw in a few strands of hair. Okay, this is a bit harsh, but I'm going to brush it out. So we'll work with this. Now, you can do two things. You could go in with a spoolie brush or you could go in with a toothbrush. I'm going in with the spoolie, just brushing out those lines so it sort of softens it. Let's see how much of the product this spoolie can take away. So you see, having brushes and things are not just to put on makeup, but also take off makeup. Okay, so I'm just going to leave the brows at that. What you could do is take a little bit of hairspray on that little spoolie brush. Okay, and then just brush these brows upwards so it looks a bit more editorial and it has a little more lift, because her brows in the picture are quite like upward swept. And push these brows upwards and upwards. Those of you that don't want to use hairspray in your brows, use transparent mascara or brow gel. Now I'm going to take that black pencil, kajal, with my smudger brush, just a little bit, just from the outside of her eyes. Just pull this up a little bit here so we get a soft definition right there. Again, this is just an extra step that I'm doing because I want to fancy this up. And also because against Priyanka's skin, or colors like ours, brown skin, you like, or Beyonce's skin, it's nice to have some darkness around the eyes. It shows up better.
I've always noticed that all of us go through a not so beautiful day and then a coal look.
Kajal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, always helps.
Yeah, kajal is every Indian woman's birthright.
Yes.
Next, I'm going in with a lash curler. Just curl Priyanka's lashes. I'm going in quite deep, so that might feel like a bit of a pull. Throw in some mascara. This is called Phenomenized by Givenchy, but you can use any mascara. I just really go for it with this wand because it's so tiny. Also putting some on the lower lashes. Now, I'm going to take a Q-tip and just give this under eye a bit of a rub. So whatever kajal or kohl was spread just blends into that eyeshadow, making it a bit more like it's the eyes running with kohl. Take off the excess there. Now, for blusher, I'm not really using a blusher in this video, but I found this. It's a face and body illuminating highlighter by Inglot in the shade 67. It's really like a rich gold. You can see the product. I'm going to take my foundation brush, take a small little pump of that this bronzing sort of cream and use it as a blusher. I'll ask Priyanka to smile. Right, use it on the apples of her cheek and just blend this into the cheekbone like so. Yeah, and then use your fingers. This is quite lovely. I'm going to put a little more on this cheek. Smell again.
I want you.
And, oh yeah. And then take a little bit of what's left on the brush, run that on the bridge of the nose, the upper lip, and the chin. Just so we have some more highlight and sun-kissedness. The next thing I'm going to throw on are lashes. I found this in Bangkok. Huiji eyelash. They're all the same. They're like number 7s by MAC. So I'm going to take this eyelash, put some glue on it, stick it on her, and come right back. So now I'm going in with this little bit of a golden, but a very nude gold shimmer. With a rounded brush, you could use your little finger. I'm going to ask Priyanka to open her eyes and look up at the roof. Throw it in right there. Just so it gives it a little bit of a pop when it's a black and white, this metallic hint. We'll just change the texture on the eyes a little bit, make it a little more liquid and have some more soul. Then, we're almost done. Just have a little bit of lipstick to throw on. This is by Bare Minerals. Marvelous Moxie Finish First.
I love this product.
It's nude, it's earthy, beautiful. It's got a nice moisture.
It feels great on the skin.
Don't you guys think she's just incredibly beautiful? And a great actor. Thumbs up if you like Priyanka. Share the video. And tell all your friends what a beautiful woman she is. Follow her work. What's your Twitter handle or your Instagram handle?
Priyanka Post 20. That's 20.
So Priyanka Post 20 on Instagram and Twitter. Follow her work. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and share the video. And introduce her and me to all of your friends and loved ones. Okay, now because we don't want you guys to look too shiny, take a little bit of powder. This is by Inglot, just translucent. only on the bridge of the nose. Remember, we want the sheen. This is about dewy skin because it is Beyonce's look, right, in the video. But if you had to make it more practical, the forehead, mattify, the bridge of the nose, the upper lip.
I get so much from this because, you know, you're on the run all the time. You're an actor, I have meeting and events, and sometimes I just cannot coordinate.
This is easy. It's,
Yeah.
it's very earthy. It's in keeping with who you are also. As an
Absolutely,
artist.
it's great.
Yeah. Now, see, her eyes have eaten up a little kajal, so I'm going to go in with the pencil once more. Just there and there. And that's how you get that beautiful look. This, I found, are colored lenses, and it's this sort of brown, but it's got like a orangey thingy on the inside. So let's see how this looks on Priyanka. We throw them in. I just feel like in a black and white video for the montage bit, it might just take in a little more light and give it that extra depth. So we'll just try to check. So we'll just put these on and come back and see how they look.
It scares me, but
we'll
I'll
do it.
try it.
Yeah. Right, so I've thrown in these lenses in Priyanka now. Look at that. That's the look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And keep coming back for more. Hopefully Priyanka never tires of us and we can keep having this beauty on our channel.
As long as you promise to keep teaching me stuff,
Yes.
always. I'll be here.
Always. Right here. You have a good week. Love all of you. Take care.